Do you not read the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Brett, calm down. That big ass mouth, I should be able to read the words.
Yeah. It sounds like you need to use that mouth more often.
Okay. Oh, I do. Not as much as yours with the stretch marks around it.
Virtual reality.
Hi, I'm Danny Murphy.
And I'm Evan Real.
And if you were on the Porsha trains, Charles Oakley, Angela had words for you because we're seeing the ramifications of Nashville.
Oh yes. And it got really intense, but I loved to see it. I loved that Cynthia tried to facilitate some peace at the Bailey-Tea. I don't know if she succeeded. She got them in a room together.
Yeah, I love that it was forced trying.
And I spoke to Angela, and I spoke to you, Porsha. So I'm gonna leave it to you guys to talk.
Okay.
Thank
you, mediator.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with those two women,
you need to.
Yeah,
you need to. And the lead up to it, I'm glad neither of them saw what they filmed beforehand. You know what I mean? Because like Porsha with her family recounting Nashville.
Oh my God, so funny.
It was very funny. And
so
hysterical. I know Angela was not laughing though.
She was like, "Who called me Big Bird?"
Is god awful.
Well, Porsha came for Angela twice this episode with two cartoon character references. We got Big Bird and Dumbo. Mm-hmm. Which would you be more offended by, Big Bird or Dumbo?
Dumbo just by name.
Dumbo just
because I'm dumb-o. Like no.
And also the ears.
The ears.
Yeah.
And Big Bird at we're makes an entrance and kind of like, we're recording it Met Gala Monday. Like Big Bird makes an entrance.
Yeah. I will say.
Flies away and flies above.
I will say though, it was kind of ironic that Angela showed up to Juneteenth in all yellow. It was giving Big Bird homage, but I will say, and you saw my face the second I saw Angela pop up on the screen at the Juneteenth party. She looked so good.
She looked so good.
A vision.
And I feel Porsha this episode was doing a lot of. Did I say that? Oh, I did say that.
Apparently, I said some stuff or whatever. I don't remember.
I'm telling you right now, I did not call her Big Bird.
Who's Big Bird?
They call
her Big Bird.
Oh, you call her? Okay.
I got her Big Bird.
And do you know what? That's okay. And even as she asked her family, when can I be petty? When is it my turn to be petty? Well, Porsha, baby girl, I think you're petty whenever you damn please. Yeah, it's been your turn for a minute.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's not your final. Like she's final. Like this is my Rose's turn.
Right.
You're not in Gypsy. It's not Tony. Tony noms for Porsha.
Yeah, well, it could be one day.
Could be.
You never know.
I'm still sad Candy didn't get any for Othello.
No noms for Candy, but I'm sure they're waiting in the wings for Porsha.
Mm-hmm. And Candy too. She's gonna produce something next time.
Candy's definitely gonna get a Tony nom one day.
Yeah. But Angela also had her fun recapping for Charles when she goes, "Apparently, you're an easy man to bleep."
Yeah, Charles. It was funny because, as Angela explained, he likes to oftentimes play devil's advocate. But
I would hate that quality.
I don't do like that.
Oh, gosh. He loves to play devil's advocate. So much so that I look to him to get the opposing side's viewpoint. Like, you know what? Let me just ask my husband what the haters think.
Okay. Can I tell you something, Danny?
Yeah. You
know Brian, my husband, the man I'm married to. He can sometimes Charles Oakley me a bit. He likes to play devil's advocate. I think that sometimes...
like to push a button?
I think it's... The intention is for me to see all sides.
Oh.
Because sometimes when you're making an argument, not just me, not just Angela, just humans in general, you can sometimes see a situation with blinders on. But if you have the devil there to advocate for your opposing party, then you can see all sides. What?
That would just set me
drive
off
you crazy
to no ends. And also, I'm speaking as a Taurus and Angela's a Taurus. I'm trying to think. I'm hearkening back to the Nashville episode where she's like, "Britt, you said I'm a victim, but I don't really know when." I'm trying to think of a moment when I was wrong in an argument.
And you can't think of one. You can't recall one time where you were wrong in an argument. Okay.
Hand to God.
Hand to God, you can't. Okay.
As Luann would say, rest in peace to the Pope.
Do you?
Rest in peace,
they say cinnamon is good for memory.
And you saw me eating cinnamon.
You did. Okay, so your memory is good. Okay, so you've never been wrong in an argument. Okay, confirmed here on virtual reality.
Because I pick and choose when to have my arguments.
Oh.
I'm not arguing
if you know
on
you're
the drop
wrong.
of a hat.
Okay.
Because also I'm the first. Okay. And my favorite thing to do is go do that. Okay. Not everything is worth an argument for me. If I know someone's wrong, let them.
Well, I feel like Angela came at Charles with a bit of that Danny Taurus energy. As you mentioned, she is a Taurus herself. So the more she explained how Porsha's been talking about Charles, Charles was feeling, I think, a little less devil advocate-y as the conversation went on, because Porsha was allegedly out here saying, I can F Charles. It's so easy to F Charles, this, that, and the other, everything she was talking about by the pool.
Porsha. Wait, we still on the Porsha train? Okay.
Porsha don't know me.
Okay, but
it don't
let
matter.
me tell you what else she had to say about you. Like, you're just so easy to anybody can Charles. She could
Wow.
And we see in the mid-season trailer that that's going to be the big drama for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Charles is in
Extracurriculars.
and there's a man who's talking about something somewhere at a party.
Mm-hmm.
Not going to go well.
Yeah.
Not going to go well. But I do love, because Charles was like, well, Angela, why did you say that about Porsha? And Angela's like, just wait. And now this.
Mm-hmm.
But then things got, of course, I feel like it was the clip that did not stop clipping since we saw the preview, when there was a sit down with the intuitive.
Yes. Love her.
I want a reading.
I need a reading.
I would love
ASAP.
ASAP. When she was talking to Angela, and Britt told Angela that she has to use her mouth more.
Yes. Yeah, which if we go back to Angela's reading, apparently Angela needs to be a bit more lovey-dovey, intimate, sexual with Charles. And so Britt was saying just that. Maybe it's time to use that mouth more.
Because I do say, because I mean, like when Angela's like, Charles's love language is cleaning the house. I'm like, that's not a love language. Also, the Oakleys have, I'm assuming,
a housekeeper.
They have a housekeeper.
Yeah. I mean, but look, Angela might just be tired. It's been 10 plus years.
It has.
You know?
You gotta keep the va-va-boom.
I don't know. But then Angela came back with quite the comeback. And it was...
You got some stretch marks. I could see the stretch marks on your mouth.
Miles on that mouth.
And there's some miles on the mouth.
Yeah.
You got miles on your mouth. I'm married. Hey, you're a fool.
I don't know. That's pretty tough.
That is at least
But
far of a read. Yeah.
You know, Britt did come back with "Show me them," and I will say the stretch marks don't appear to be visible, if there are any. But
It might have been metaphysical stretch. I don't know.
Metaphysical stretch marks, and like she also has great glam that day, so maybe they're just covered up.
Yeah.
You know.
I also stretch marks on the mouth. I mean, I know what Angela's getting at.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't think those are smile marks.
Smile lines.
Smile
yes.
lines.
Well, it depends. I mean, when you're getting to work, sometimes you're smiling.
See, I'm smiling.
It depends on what's in your mouth.
Some jobs make you happy.
Exactly.
You
Some
know?
people are happy to show up to work.
And you know, Cynthia was happy to show up to work today.
She
Because
was.
I love Cynthia Bailey, friend of. I think it's her best. Like, I feel like she's in such a great place as a friend of.
It's a good vibe. She seems so happy and
So happy,
so drunk.
So drunk.
Yeah.
She's
having
always
the
a drink
best
in
time.
hand.
Yeah.
I love it. And she's just like taking shots with Kelly. I don't know when her and Kelly became friends. I don't know if they have a friendship beyond taking shots. I don't know if they need one. And we loved when Kelly came in. She was so much fun.
So much fun.
I hate the previews of Kelly and Britt having a fallout because it seems like it gets very messy.
What does Britt call Kelly? A gnome?
A hobbit?
A hobbit. Oh. Would you rather be a gnome or a hobbit? Maybe a little garden gnome.
Yeah, gnome is like a
I don't like
garden.
the
A
hobbit
Lord of the
connotation.
Ring-ish.
Yeah, I don't even like Lord of the Rings,
That's
so
like
it's
capes.
not.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not into a cape?
I-
Diddy,
not-
you could rock a cape. Stop.
No, I could, but not in the Lord of the Rings
No, I
way.
could, but
no,
would I?
correct.
I don't
Yeah,
know. I could always rock a cape,
no,
and I
that's
could
not-
never lose
Me
an
and Kelly
argument.
could both rock capes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she
but-
would look great in a cape.
She would, but we don't want to be hobbits capes.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that fight, but I do like that Cynthia kind of had like office hours.
Yes. It's. I mean, as she should.
As she should.
She's kind of like the sage of the group.
She
you
is,
know?
and she knows that sometimes Bailey cues go left,
Yeah.
so she wanted this one to go right. And Porsha and Angela had a sit down.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the episode before you, and I told you it's more of a Band-Aid than a peace treaty.
Well, yeah, because they got back to the living room after they were sequestered in what appeared to be some sort of office, and they still were going at it. And then Cynthia had to step in yet again. I was like, girls, come on, like let's say sorry. And then we didn't get a sorry from Porsha, just a ditto. Yeah,
that would have.
I mean, at least we got something. And then they hugged it out.
They hugged ish.
Yeah.
If I was Angela, I would have hated the ditto.
Yeah.
If I offended you
so-
about your husband, I apologize.
Okay,
I
there
can
you
say
go.
that.
Okay, now Porsha, you go ahead on. Ditto.
I'm trying to remember from our interview with Angela, how are her and Porsha today? I think maybe because Angela, and we see in the mid-season trailer too, more of the Shamia Porsha drama. It seems Angela is more supportive of Shamia which I think so. Because, well, Angela has to sit down with Porsha to tell her about the Shamia text.
Oh, right. So it
I
seems
don't know
like
who
it's
she's-
up and down. It's
Yeah.
hard to tell, honestly, where they stand in current time.
And that's also, we were all kind of confused about Angela and Shamia's drama. We're thinking it's about the Shamia not defending Angela at the pool with Porsha. I was confused.
I really have no idea.
And
what that
maybe it was
about.
Cynthia being a little tipsy. It was like, Shamia, you have to go apologize to Angela now. And they're like,
Like, what do we do? Yeah,
do?
I don't know. I kept rewinding it. I was like, what did I miss? Why are they fighting? And I know that there was a little hiccup previously in the season, but
Yeah.
I thought
But
that they
they
figured that out.
but they ended in a worse place than Porsha and Angela, I feel.
I know. It was really confusing. It just seems like they really don't mess with each other. But I've been noticing on social, sometimes they comment on each other's
Okay.
stuff. And I think even Shamia said in her confessional, like, I really like this girl. I want to make it work. Because I do see a chemistry between
Taurus
the
to
two of them.
Taurus,
Yeah.
yeah.
I like them together.
I do too. I think they're very fun. I'm confused when Phaedra's coming because they said in the mid there was a commercial break because I was watching it live and they were like, Phaedra's back.
Yeah. I know. Where is she? I feel like, from what I've heard, it's like the last two episodes, maybe the last episode. I don't know. It seems
Oh.
like the absolute tail end. But I get Bravo leaning into it and teasing it because it's very exciting that she's coming back.
Very excited. And something tells me for the next season of Atlanta, Phaedra will be front and center.
Yeah, showing up to work for sure. We'll be so happy about it.
Oh, so happy.
Big smile lines from us.
Big smile lines from us and also the ladies of Marriage Medicine.
Oh my God, yes. I know. I can't wait to see what kind of mess she brings.
Oh, it's going to be so good. But yeah, they didn't leave us with the coming attraction, so we'll have to see what happens next week with all y'all. So stay tuned.
Yeah.